Hi, everybody. How you doing today? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here for Thursday, August 7th, August 17th. I'll get it out. Welcome to the channel Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce, here to talk to you about what's going on in the market in plain English as best I can. We're noticing initial U.S. jobless claims fall by 11,000 to 239,000. That's a growing economy. That's a strong economy. That's a strong work labor force. Very strong. This is really good news for workers in USA and elsewhere. The lack of qualified workers available means that they're not going to suffer pay cuts, and they're going to likely get better pay raises than just inflation only, or the so-called 3% nonsense that was going on for too long. Continuing U.S. jobless claims increased 32,000 to 1.72 million. Again, I'm getting mixed signals here, but it doesn't look to be too bad. The Dow futures, I think, are up 12. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm noticing SoFi up 12 cents to 838. Thank you. The SPY spiders are 440.95. We're up 130 there. That will be an immediate indication on how the market thinks of these unemployment numbers or advanced employment data. Pardon-moi, kids. Okay. I had my window open here, and I have my door open here in my studio bedroom, and the cool air is just coming right through. And I want it to go down the hall, into the living room, into the kitchen. I want the apartment to cool down. We're going to have a hot day today. But it's causing me to sneeze, you see. There's something in the air. Pollen, dust. Is it profits? Something's in the air. I don't know. Something's going on. Money's being made. I'm working on it. Welcome, everybody, to the struggling YouTuber. Okay, so it looks like the markets are backing up a little bit. The Dow's only up 4. S&P's up 10, and the Nasdaq is up 45. We were higher than that, quite a bit higher than that this morning, like 70 points for the Dow, 100 points for the Dow. Now up only 5. We'll see if this is a slight decrease and then another rebound. The market has been waiting and looking for an excuse to go higher. It wants to go higher. This morning, an excuse was handed to the market. Walmart handed an excuse to the stock market to go higher. Walmart released their profits, their results for the second quarter, and their gross sales were higher than last year, not higher than estimates from analysts. No, higher than last year. So they blew the analysts out of the water. Their net profit, they made a profit. They made a profit higher than last year. Blew the analysts out of the water there. Then they said, we think our numbers are going to be even better in the third and fourth quarter than we thought earlier this year. We think our numbers are going to be even better for the second half. That blew the analysts out of the water in a positive, upbeat kind of way. So the market was up over 100 points. The Dow was going, yeah, man, if Walmart is making more money, this has got to be good for the U.S. economy, don't you think? And then the doubters came in and said, well, wait a minute. If Walmart is making more sales and more money, and they're going to make more money than they thought, doesn't that reflect an America in decline? Doesn't that reflect Americans rushing to Walmart to buy basics rather than to their Safeway store, their Kroger, their Publix, Target, Costco, all these other retailers? Is this an indication that a higher demographic shopper is coming into Walmart than the normal demographic shopper? And Walmart it's a reflective of Americans' concerns with respect to inflation and slower economic activity. So all of a sudden, good news for Walmart is bad news for the stock market, bad news for America, bad news. But see, it can be good news, because if higher demographic Americans are going to Walmart to shop, that means, it must mean, that there's an economic slowdown happening. And that means that the free spending middle class, upper middle class, responsible for all the inflation of the world, are now hauling in their dollars and holding them a little closer to their chest. They're running to a place like Walmart to spend it, spending 10 cents less for a gallon of milk or whatever it is they're buying. You can't win in this world. It's funny how this works. If Walmart doesn't make more money, that's definitely a problem. But if Walmart does make more money, that's definitely could be a problem. And so where's the win here? Well, we'll have to figure that one out. Of course, the popular notion has been that the core shopper of Walmart are losers. That's been the core thinking by a lot of people out there who are naive about the world and in the reality of the real world. But the thinking has been, well, yeah, if you shop at Walmart, you're a loser. Rather than if you shop at Walmart, you're smart. You're really a smart person if you shop at Walmart, because you're not gullible to just pay too much for an item when you can buy it at Walmart for so much less. Who's right here? Who's the genius? My dad used to say to me, I feel like I'm Forrest Gump. My mama always said that you use as rich as you spend money. If you spend less money to live on than you need, you're rich. So if you need 5,000 a month to get by and you bring in 6, you're smart, you're rich. But if you can not spend 5,000 a month and spend 4,500 and bring in 6, you're even smarter and richer than other people. Of course, if the cost of living has gone up for you, and hasn't it been a shock for some of you going out lately in the last month or two? Have some of you gone out to a McDonald's lately, a Wendy's? Have you been like shocked when just 2 of you go out for a bite to eat at a fast food restaurant and you get the bill for a burger and fries and a drink? Have you found these value meals not to be so value oriented anymore? Anyway, unless you're going to Costco, you've run into food sticker shock. You've run into sticker shock. There's upper middle class Americans and Canadians who have run into sticker shock everywhere for everything. They've got sticker shock for their mortgage payments way up, sticker shock for their property taxes, sticker shock for their electricity costs, sticker shock for insurance on their homes, sticker shock for the price of gasoline, the price of a new or used car, the interest rates being charged on car loans and now mortgages. The middle class and upper middle class of America and Canada have had the crap kicked out of them in the last 2 years. And they're not stupid people. They're very hardworking, educated folks. And these folks think nothing of going to Walmart, don't think anything of it. Some folks who go to Walmart, haven't been for a while, are shocked. They're shocked at what these super Walmarts look like. I can't believe the produce section. It's incredible. It's very good. They go into the meat section. They can't believe the selection of meats. They go into the dairy section and see this massive variety of goods available. Wide aisles. It's another thing that people in Walmart are surprised by. They have their big carts, and there's lots of room between aisles to go up and down big carts. These carts may not like the checkout experience because you have to kind of do it yourself now because there's very few checkout people left in Walmarts. You have to kind of do it yourself, but people are surprised at Walmart. You go to the hardware section, you want to buy some tools, nails, bolts, WD-40, oil for your car, whatever, the auto section. Good selection of product at pretty decent prices. Middle class and upper middle class Americans are smart people. They're not stupid. And they also are crafty enough and have a vehicle to go to the burbs and go to a super Walmart. Unfortunately, people in Chicago and other big cities in the United States are losing their Walmarts. They're losing their Targets because of rampant theft, absolute rampant theft. And that is what has been the perception of the Walmart shopper, desperado losers. These are the folks that don't contribute to super PACs, in turn representing their interests in Washington. The folks that have no representation at all in Washington, other than some liberal thinking Democrats who want to help the poor out. The right side of the political spectrum looks at these people as lazy, no-gooders, sucking America dry of all of its ideas and hopes, dreams, and aspirations. There's one or the other. You're either a winner or you're a piece of crap loser. Welcome to America today. How you feel? How you doing? Where are you at in this whole equation? Yikes. In any event, the market wants to go higher today. The stock market's oversold. It's third week in a row we're going to be a losing market. Oil is barely at $80 a barrel. It's hanging on to 80 by its fingernails. I'm hanging on to 80. Costs of goods have gone down somewhat, especially on the shipping side of things. 2 years ago, when the pandemic restrictions were being lifted bit by bit by bit, Walmart and Target and Costco and everyone else in the retail business in America figured it is time to bring goods in from overseas to stock up our shelves, because our customers are going to be coming out without their masks on, and they're going to spend, because Americans and Canadians were sitting on a bunch of cash in their bank accounts through COVID. See, you may have forgotten, the government of Canada, the government of the United States, issued a lot of cash to a lot of down and outers and middle class and upper middle class people to get them through the COVID. Now, we've heard and we've talked about this, and you've read stories about the abuses of some people taking COVID money when they really weren't entitled to it, or they got more than they really needed, or they should have given some of it back in heaven. And you've heard all that. It's a minority of the amount, but you've heard that. This happens all the time. There are people who get unemployment that shouldn't get unemployment. There are people who get disabilities that shouldn't get it. We know that. But the big picture was trillions of dollars over several years went out there, and they went into the hands of the wealthy, but they also went into the hands of the not so wealthy. And those folks paid down their credit card balances, paid off loans. We're told you don't have to make student loans. Don't have to make student loans now. Well, that was $300 to $600 a month not being paid out, plus money coming in. A lot of folks actually gained economically during the pandemic, believe it or not. Well, that pent-up spending was ready to be spent. And what happened? As soon as all of these huge retailers across the United States and Canada ordered goods to be brought in, the cost of shipping everything went sky high, because shippers who own container ships, trucking companies, railroad companies, warehouse operators, these are all business people. They are brought up like the rest of us. Greed is good. Making money when you can is when you make money. And these folks made money when the money was coming in. And so the cost to businesses went ridiculous. Consumers didn't notice it until goods arrived on the shelves, but it took a while for the goods to get there. And there was your inflation surge that just took everything up. The Federal Reserve decided that the workers of America are to blame for all inflation, just like the old playbook for 40 years. It's time to punish the average American by making the economic engine slow down. Well, yeah, right. Good luck with that. You got people trying to survive here, not buying a Lamborghini to replace the Chevrolet. They're just trying to get by. But in any event, the inflation fighting higher interest rate game has happened globally. This isn't just a USA thing. This is globally. And the middle class is getting the crap kicked out of it. The middle class and below are poorer now than they were last year, and poorer than the year before that. And there are politicians out there who are desperately seeking re-election from their higher middle class voters. And what are they doing? They're blaming the poor for all of their problems, and they're blaming immigrants for all of their problems. and they get reelected by their nice high middle class and higher constituents so that they can keep their government gigs and employ family members and bring business into their districts and just keep the game going. Super PACs are alive and well. All right. And this is global. This isn't America. This is global, and it continues on. Every politician and every elected official in any capacity anywhere in the world is blamed for all of your problems. And there are politicians that blame these people and these people and these people just to get votes so they can get reelected. It's the old game. And so librarians are blamed for radical books in libraries. Teachers are blamed for radical studies in school. School administrators and school boards are blamed for all kinds of radical thinking, including inclusionary thinking. Town councils, town mayors, police chiefs, state legislatures, and your local congressmen and senators are all blamed, including your governors and your president, for everything that's wrong in the world, because they are the ones that I see their picture all the time. They must be the ones. Who don't we blame? Ourselves. We never blame ourselves because we're not the problem. We're part of the solution. Well, we're part of a big picture. And what can I say? The radicals keep getting reelected. And the rest of us go, can you believe that one? Can you believe that person? Can you believe that? Can I say, welcome to 2023. It continues on. In the meantime, the market is trying to go higher. It wants to go higher, which is good news for you folks in Iron Condor country. Those of you doing Iron Condors, doing the SPY, the triple Qs, writing or creating Iron Condors on Tesla, on AI, on whatever your favorites are. What are you looking for? You'd like a market to pop up a little bit because it's been down. So if we had a little bit of a breather today, that would take the heat off some of those put contracts that you're involved with, whether you own them long or you've written them. It will take them out of the money or keep them out of the money or bring them further out of the money. And with a day to go, some expiring today, but a lot expiring tomorrow, there's a lot of you folks out there with the SPY contracts going, hey, I really would like a 444 SPY right now, not a 436 SPY. I'd like a 445 SPY. That would be really nice for me, because that would put the market right in the middle of my Condor range, which means that my contracts will all die worthless. And it could well be that today, in the first hour, first 2 hours, middle of the day, near the end of the day, could be today, many of you in the Condor game are going to realize, you know what, Bruce, I can close out my Condor right now because my calls are like 3 cents a piece. My puts are 3, 4, 5 cents a piece. I could score a 90% gain on my credit by just shutting it down now and not even worrying about tomorrow. This would be a good thing. Yes, it would be a good thing. It would be a very wise, good thing. And so many of you have been closing Condors out earlier, or you've made adjustments to your Condors. You've bought back and closed out calls to create new calls at a lower level because the markets have gone down. You brought in some extra cash. You've also moved your puts lower because you've taken the extra cash from here and put it into here and made your, yes. But today could be a day where enough of a gain were to come in. A couple hundred points on the Dow would be just delightful if it were to happen. If the SPY wants to go up 30 points today, and the SPYs want to hit 443, 444, a number of you out there are going to go, aha, I know what I'm going to do, Uncle Bruce. I'm going to shut down my Iron Condors and cash in here. This is just bloody wonderful. A lot of you have figured out the Iron Condor game on index options on a daily basis. You write on Mondays Condors that die on Thursday. Tuesdays, they die on Friday. Wednesdays, you write them that create them that die on Monday. Tuesdays, so you have Condors dying every single day, and you're adjusting them. You're adjusting all your condos constantly. Your Condors are being adjusted because you're managing your money. This is called money management. Now you're doing what institutions do. You're doing what institutions hire hundreds of people to do. And you're doing it on your own because you can't. You don't have 25 positions at the same time going on 50 different situations. In other words, you don't have 1,200 Iron Condors going at the same time. You have 1, 3, 5, and you're managing them. You don't need to pay the rent of downtown Manhattan to keep your your hedge fund alive. You have to keep yourself alive in your house, your apartment, your condo, wherever you are. And your overhead is far less than the hedge fund's overhead, or a pension fund, or a mutual fund, or an ETF, or an insurance company, or a bank. You guys can make a lot of money for yourselves, relatively speaking, very easily, and pay the bills and more. And so, yeah, the Iron Condor thing has kind of shook up the world around here a little bit. And I can tell because I can see that the class number 16 is being picked up by people who were not here for the live class. They've been picking up number 16 going, what is everyone talking about around here? What's with this Iron Condor stuff? And you're figuring out, my God, if I've got 10 grand, I can do Iron Condor trading. I do a lot of it. And if I got 20 or 30 or 40,000, I can have a bunch of Condors on the go. I can have Condors on Qs, on SPYs. I can have Condors on Tesla, on Adobe, on Microsoft, on Apple, wherever I want, or all of them. I like this game, Bruce. I like this game because it's keeping me really busy. It's keeping me fully engaged with the market. I love the idea of moving these options around, managing my dough, and maximizing my return on my Condors that expire every day. I really like this game. And now I understand, why is it that the options market is a multi-trillion-dollar market, and every week we have trillions of dollars turning over? It's unbelievable how much is going on here. Now you see it. You also see for yourself the kind of leverage that you can generate for with Iron Condors on $400 SPYs or $200 and something Tesla stock. You can really understand the leverage that's available to individual retail investors. Now you extrapolate this and go, my God, these institutional traders have got, they got hundreds of millions of dollars, but they're generating tens of billions of dollars in positions. And we're not talking about the unregulated black hole called the derivatives market, where all the synthetic stuff is going on. That is worse or better or bigger, whatever term you want to use. The derivatives market leverage over there can be 20, 30, 40 times, and we don't see it, we don't know it, and no regulator knows about it either in direct knowledge. They have an idea, they know who the players are, but they don't see the trades and they can't regulate them because it's unregulatable. That's an international world that you guys are not part of, and you're not going to be part of. I got good news for you. You don't have to worry about becoming a derivatives player. You're already in derivatives. An Iron Condor is a derivative. It's a credit spread trade, and you can control the spread and the amount of risk that you can put on any of the positions, including how long you want to be in them, whether they die tonight or tomorrow night or whenever, or whether you get out early. You can adjust your Condors anytime you want to make it suit you. Welcome to the open market, and congratulations. Those of you who have moved into the Iron Condor game, along with cash secured put writing, covered call writing, poor man covered call writing, you are figuring out the complexity and the endless possibilities of the options market that is in front of you. And you're still rookies. There's so much more to learn. It's exciting. I love it. I'm so thrilled. A number of you have been sending me private emails letting me know how you're doing and what you've been doing with your spreads and how you've been adjusting. It's absolutely incredible. And yet in the last 2 weeks, ever since lesson 16 was delivered to you, we edited it and have put it on the website. In that 2-week period, we've had the most volatile markets. It hasn't been a sleepy, calm stock market the last 2 weeks. Not at all. It's been mayhem out there. China is imploding economically. China is unwinding and is so over leveraged into itself. This is the thing about derivatives. The Chinese Communist Party has been is so desperate to control everything, including what people sing, the songs they sing. They're so desperate to control everything that they have used all kinds of derivative transactions and features to find ways to leverage their housing market, their commercial real estate market, find enough capital to build out their railway system, build cities for the future populations that will come in the next 10 and 20 years. They have funded university studies for the youth of their country, and they have got all kinds of problems. They have got rail lines to nowhere. They have got condos standing in cities where there's no one to live in them. They have holes in the ground where there should be condos where people are supposed to pay mortgages right now and are paying mortgages on a hole in the ground. They've got youth unemployment that they won't even discuss anymore because they don't want to tell the world and their own population how bad it really is for their youth, which is a problem because this is the engine of growth for the country of China. The youth of China are supposed to get married now, have children now, buy cars, buy a condo for themselves, advance the economy of the country. Well, when you've got a 50% unemployment rate, and China won't tell me if I'm right or wrong, so I can speculate all I want. If it's a 50% unemployment rate among the university graduates of China, China's got a problem, a big problem. And this is going to fester and accumulate because every semester that's going by right now, you got half of those kids who are in university right now looking down the road going, oh, shoot, my older brother graduated last year and is unemployed, and I graduate next year. And unless Big Brother is employed, how the hell am I going to get a job? Because I'm going to become an engineer too. I'm going to be a software engineer. I'm going to be a systems analyst. I'm going to be whatever I'm going to be. And none of us can find jobs. And around the classroom, among the graduating class, they're looking at each other going, have any of you been able to line up jobs for yourselves? And people are going, I can't find work. And my brothers and sisters and my nephew, my cousins and all kinds of people, family members all over China, they're unemployed. And there are more getting unemployed because there are layoffs happening. This isn't good. Second largest economy in the world is in free fall right now. Free fall. The country of China is interfering with its own currency to hold it up. They're trying to hold their own currency up because it's getting whacked. The number of container ships leaving China with goods is way off. The number of ships going into China with raw materials, way, way off. And so this is not a good sign. It's bad for them, but also bad for the world economy. Europe is flat. I'm really looking forward to being there next week. I really want to talk to some locals over there to get the feel of what's really happening over here economically. Is it really bad? Is it backing off, or is it improving, or is it holding? Where are you guys at? We're going to try and find that out. But the markets in the U.S. would like to go higher. American investors and other investors into American stocks would like this market to go higher rather than have to buy a bond for a 5% yield or a T-bill for a 4.3% yield. Americans would rather make more money on their stock market than on their bond market. And right now, interest rates are rising. And the talk at the Fed that came out yesterday, those minutes, were all about fighting inflation, and we have to stay vigilant and have to keep rates up higher for longer if necessary. We may have to raise higher than we thought. That's not what the market wants to hear. That is not what they want to know about. Welcome to the party, pal. Walmart is winning. Is that enough to move this market all day or just for 15 minutes? Just what is going on? We're up 46 on the Dow, 14 on S&P. We're up 62 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the winner today because it was the loser the last couple of days. But the NASDAQ is up 0.4%. The Dow's up 0.13%. That's all. 1/8 of a percentage point higher for the Dow. Not a lot of conviction. Walmart is part of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Not helping very much. Oil up 79 cents to $80.17. Oil is holding on desperately to $80. My personal opinion, the shills are trying to keep it here. The hired guns, the hired promoters of the oil guys internationally are trying to scare the market into keeping it at 80. China does not need any more oil. They're actually backing off on oil purchases because they're not in need of it. There's oil everywhere. And I'm amazed that oil hasn't cracked already. But the way it's looking to me, it's going to crack into the 70s and maybe the 60s again. And fall is coming. See what happens. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button for us. Thank you to all of you who are members of this channel. Those of you who are hitting the thumbs up button, who have signed up for memberships, who have become subscribers, you are so welcome here. I appreciate you all. I so appreciate your thoughts on what's going on, and congratulate so many of you who have now learned how to create iron condor trading strategies, and it's changing your lives. I love it. This channel, they tell me this channel changes lives. I'm excited about all of this, and I tell you guys, option writers are the winners here. You don't need a super PAC to help you out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to mention this in another way. What you might not realize this, but those of you who are here, and those of you who are writing options and creating iron condors and doing cash secured puts and what have you, you are doing the kind of trading that the most successful traders in the world are doing and have been doing for quite some time. 10 years ago, you could never have done this. 10 years ago, the only people who could do what you're doing now, what you're doing, was only able to be done by firms that had very powerful computer systems with primitive software technology. The software business in the brokerage investment business is constantly evolving and getting more intelligent. Artificial intelligence in the stock market, oh yeah, it's a thing. But what you're doing now with your little old telephone, just this little old thing right here, or your laptop, when you create iron condors, you have noticed that when you set one up, your platform is just giving you the fill in the blank chart. All you got to do is fill in the blanks. And as you fill in the blanks, there's a little window telling you how much credit you're going to get writing this condor, what your odds of success are, what your risk is, what your requirement is for margin. You're as you're filling it in, it's adjusting, and you change this a little bit, You see these numbers change. This didn't exist 5, 8, 10 years ago. It did not exist. Okay, in 2021, when I came on the air every day to hang out with you guys, you folks were being laughed at and being snickered at behind your backs by CNBC's talking heads, Fox Business, CNN Business, the Bloomberg people, all of the so-called Wall Street Journal, high-end business publications and deliverers of the message, and Wall Street. They were all snickering at you guys, thinking you are idiots, you're losers, you are the uneducated bumpkins that are going to fund my private jet budget forever. This is what the thinking was in Wall Street. Then there was a group of Wall Street people who were thinking another way, and they're thinking, the wave of investors coming into this market that are stuck at home right now. This is 2021. The folks who are stuck at home, can't get out, they've been getting money every month. In Canada, they're getting $2,000 per adult per month. It's one of the greatest stimulus programs ever created in this country. Thank you, Mr. Trudeau. Canadians got rich, relatively speaking, during COVID. They didn't believe it, but it was true. A lot of Americans had this money coming into their hands, and they decided, I'm going to invest it in the market. And all the pros in New York were convinced, the Chicago option guys, the bond players, everybody, they were looking at you going, you idiots, you guys are going to get your butts handed to you. And when people started chasing hot stocks, Wall Street was going, see what they're doing. Look what they're doing. There were instances of overdoing it. And then there was a core group of people who were rather smart, rather interested in getting educated who began to figure out how this game works. And some of you found your way here to this guy going, I'll explain the market to you as best I can in a plain English kind of way. So you're not going to get hoodwinked by all the fancy words that these bastards in Wall Street are trying to nail you. And all they want to do is get your money to manage it. That's all they want. Your results are secondary. Getting your money under administration is number one priority. I congratulate those of you who are still here 2 years later. You are reaping the rewards of learning this stuff, to understand how these markets work. These platforms have gone so far in 2 years, and whoever created these platforms has to be a tip of the hat, because so many innocent investors 5 and 7 and 8 years ago were being led down a garden path of deceit by the SEC approved Wall Street boys who were sending the innocents into the slaughterhouse to get their butts handed to them. And prior to 2021, a lot of you out there knew of somebody, heard of someone, or you yourselves got caught in a whole bunch of investing schemes and strategies, and you got your butts handed to you again and again and again. Around here, you bought into the idea of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to listen to this old man. I'm going to glean all of his experience from him, and I'm going to take his classes. I'm going to learn how these options work, and I'm going to learn how to write options on my account. I'm going to learn how to become a hedge fund in a miniature kind of way, my own little hedge fund. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to manage my own money like a hedge fund does. And now here we are with Iron Condor transactions. You've come a long way, baby. I can tell you now, the folks on Wall Street, they don't laugh when they look at your accounts. You talk to, you ever get to a get together at Thanksgiving, and one of your relatives, one of your uncles, is working for a hedge fund in New York, or is part of a brokerage outfit or what have you, and you get to talking about what you're doing, they're going to go, "Wow, you're doing Condors? I thought you only had like 20 grand or something, or 30,000 bucks. What you're doing? You're doing cash. You're doing credit spreads. You're doing cash secured puts. How did you figure that out? Last year you didn't know any of this stuff. Yeah, you've come a long way, baby, and I commend you all for taking the bull by the hands and grabbing those horns and making it go where you want it to go, rather than getting gored by the damn thing. It's fantastic. But remember, take a look at how many folks are here right now. There are 161 people watching this old timer talking about this market. 161 out of 16 million that probably are out there right now. 85 million globally, 200 million globally. I don't even know what the number is. How many millions of people are out there who are investing in the market and are lost because they're on their own and they don't know what they're doing? You guys are becoming much smarter as to what it is you're doing and how you're doing it, and why you do what you do and how it pays you to do what you do. You've gone that far. You are so ahead of the masses. It's incredible. You only need to be in the top 50 percentile to win in this market. If you can be in the top 25%, you can make some decent money. If you can be in the top 90%, you can live off this stuff nicely. And if you can be in the top 95%, you're really doing very, very well. And you guys are heading there. The knowledge itself has put you in the top half. Just the knowledge of this market and these options and depreciation and in the money, out of the money, 90-10 rule, stink bids, stink offers, on and on and on it goes. It just goes on. There's no end to learning. Welcome to the party, pal. You are in the house where money is made. It's not every day that you cash in, but overall, you are so far down the road compared to everyone else. It's unbelievable. And you will talk to friends and former coworkers, existing coworkers, former associates, relatives you don't see every once in a while, golf buddies you only see once or twice a year. You're going to see people, meet people, and inevitably, the topic is going to come up about the stock market. And some people are going to come up to you privately and ask you, what are you doing? What is it that you're doing that you're so happy about? Like, what your wife is just beaming about how well you're doing with your market. Your husband is beaming about how the wife is doing. Your family situation, I understand you knocked off your credit cards last 3 months ago, 6 months ago. You guys are planning a trip to Europe for this. Your economic world has changed, and you make no bones about it. What are you doing? What have you done? And how did it happen for you? Did you get a big fat raise at work? Did you get a big promotion? Did you score a stock deal through your employer? Did you get a stock option that really paid off for you? Did you get a big fat bonus? What happened that is going, and you try to explain in a very simple way what it is you're doing, and they're just amazed by it. They may not get it, but they get enough to know, wow, you have really gone into this market. Like, you are really into this market. They may commend you. Results speak for themselves. You're making money in the market and it's working. What more do you need to justify? They might be completely bewildered, thinking, I never knew you had it in you. I never knew you could do that. Or, if you can do it, maybe I should be able to do it. And you're the first person to say, oh, absolutely. You're smarter than I am. You had better grades than I did. But, it doesn't take a PhD in economics to do this trading that you're doing here. You don't need a master's degree in finance. That is a fallacy. You don't even need a business degree in university to be qualified, in my opinion, to be a stockbroker. There are no stockbrokers anymore, but to enter the business, you don't need a business degree. The guys in Wall Street think you do. They're idiots. They are letting go. They have not hired millions of top-notch qualified people they could have hired because they were looking for degrees rather than for integrity, desire, and drive. They looked past all that and they looked at a piece of paper because they just, well, did you go to Harvard? Did you go to Princeton? Well, then get out. We're not even going to talk to these people. And they have kissed away billions of dollars. But the good news for the Wall Street idiots over there is the trillions are available and they only have to be 10% successful to still make billions. That's how good the business is for the Wall Street guys. I hate to downplay those people. I really do, because there are some brilliant people on Wall Street. There really are brilliant people on Wall Street. But gazillions of brilliant people have been turned away just out of hand slightly. And in the early stages where a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of listening and a little bit of absorbing would have been allowed, it would have created a scenario where a lot of people would have entered the business that would now be major contributors to the success of the business. But look, when the going is good, you can satisfy your thirst by going to a river, dipping your hands in the water and scooping up water like this. I mean, literally like this. You can still, when the river is flowing like crazy, everybody can get enough water out to drink, okay? It's when it gets tough out there, you have to get crafty on how to scoop water out of a slower moving river, okay? First thing is you close your fingers and cup your hands. Maybe get a bucket. Just saying, there's ways. Anyway, when it's good for everybody. Even idiots can make money. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my little world here out of Calgary, Alberta. You're so glad you're here. We are up 35 in the pre-market for the Dow, 12.5 for S&P, 57 for NASDAQ. The spiders are up $1.46 to 441.10. They're just ahead a little bit. AI is up 25 cents. We've got green, but we don't have like dollars of green. We have pennies of green. How's this going to work out? I'm curious. We're up a dime on Rocket Lab, but we're only at 5.98. We're up 9 cents on SoFi, but we're only at 8.36. We're up 21 on GameStop. We're at 18.80. Matterport is up 4 to 252. 23andMe's up 3 cents to 121. This is ridiculous. Spire is up a penny to 67. They hired a new, CFO yesterday or something, the day before. ATIP is up 28 cents to 827. Smart Rent is up 4 to 340. These are ridiculously cheap numbers for companies that deserve so much more. Apple's up 15 cents. Goldman up $1.88. Cisco is up $1.11. Tesla's up 84 cents. Was down 7.30 yesterday. ARC up 25 cents. Microsoft is up a dime. It lost 78 yesterday. Pfizer's up 2 cents. HPQ up 39. Google's up 62. Lost 116 yesterday. Amazon is up 125, lost 260 yesterday. We're not recovering yesterday's losses yet. NVIDIA is up 437, lost 454 yesterday. That's almost a saw off there. Unity's up 33. AI is up 23. It lost 60 yesterday. Adobe up $10, was down 420 yesterday. There's one of the few winners. And now Spider down 325 yesterday, now up 138 this morning to 440.103. So it's an up market. Yes, it is an up market this morning, but we don't have a rip-roaring start on our hands at this point in time. And so we're going to have to see what's going to happen. Is this opening going to be sort of tentative, then a little sell-off, and then a surge of money is coming in? Are we going to pull a fast one and have a wishy-washy pre-market and a hot dang opening and pop up 250 Dow points in the first 35, 45 minutes and then hold it the whole day? What kind of day are we going to get here? That's the question. 172 you were asking. I'm asking. We're going to find out. Thank you all for popping in. A lot of comments are being done here, and I am way behind on everything because, of course, I like to rant in the morning. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Coffee Kids Trading, I noticed you popped in a thumbs up today. Become a member immediately. Lorraine, number 55 thumbs ups. How you doing? JR, 59, good morning. Who else is here? Dude Face, 63. Realized Profits is saying Clay, Spider, and Q's twice weekly. Microsoft, Costco, Amazon, Tesla, Realized Profits. You need to become a member so you can hang out with us during trading hours. Squirrel Nuts discounts, Trump 2024. I don't know if we want him as a member. Do we want this guy as a member? Not so sure if we want this guy. Trump 2024 jail. Maybe you should become a member. Maybe you should become a member. I don't know what to make up. Anyway, Bobby, Uncle Bruce, what's your thoughts on in-the-money cash secured puts out until Jan 2025, i.e. SoFi 20s are selling for $11? No. I say no. I don't like those thoughts. You got to come up with $2,000 to write a contract, and it's all book value. You have no premium coming your way. You're betting on the stock going up, which, hey, I like the bet. The stock's going up, but I think you can make much more money doing something else. No, I don't like doing that. Alberto is here. Good morning, Bagel Familia. I'm here. We can begin, please. Thank you, sir. Welcome all. What else is going on here? Yes, Clay 180. Knowing when to close is a lot of the learning process. 70-90% gains are good enough. You don't need everything to expire worthless every time. Exactly. David Flores is in the house. I'm here too. That makes it a quorum. David, it's great to see you. Become a member. Polo, Michael Burry is at it again. 2 billion inputs on spiders and Qs. Cool. Coyote is here. How you doing, buddy? I read a funny comment about Michael Burry. Welcome, sir. Become a member. Amy, I'm hoping to close up my SPY Iron Condors today. I hate waiting till the last day. Too much stress. Coyote, he is like the guy who won the lottery but can't stop gambling. There you go. What else is going on here? Polo Blue, So True is here. Karen is here, number 70. Let's go. Who else is here? Welcome, everybody. Charlie, how you doing, pal? Uncle Bruce, you should change the title of Class 16. It should be How to Take All of My Classes for Free. Class 16 was amazing. There you go. Exactly. Learn Class 16. Make enough money to pay for all the classes so fast. It's a joke. Yes, indeed. Exciting. Can you use margin on Iron Condors, or is it just cash only? You can use margin, the Feds. Absolutely. Not a lurker anymore. Good morning, not a lurker. Number 71 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. If you can hit that thumbs up button for me, please hit it now. give this channel some momentum. We got 98 now. I'm just trying to catch up on these messages. 98 thumbs up. Keep them coming. Come on. Give them to me. Come on. Please. Okay. What's going on here? Matthew, number 72. Thank you. Gary Weiss, good morning. Become a member. Home Skillet, how you doing? Moose Knuckles, how you doing, man? Number 76, become a member. Sleepy Investor, yes, the volatile market is making me hesitant. I'm trying to iron condors. The range and strikes got you there. It's okay. What else? Clay is saying, where are we at here? Spider, for example, we saw 439 yesterday and a high for 448. If you wanted to play safe, you could write 452, 454 on the call side, 434, 432 on the put side. True. Let's see what else is going on here. Luca, good morning, my friend. 81 here, thumbs up. Let's see where the market goes today and still make some money. Right on, pal. Welcome, my friend. Hawkeye is here, number 85, thumbs ups. Bobby Joe is here. Reverse split is 1 to 8. Become a member today, Bobby Joe. For Spire, please become a member. Lame Duck, another SPAC taking a hit. Spire. Matthew, anyone find their GameStop covered calls going up in value yesterday? Margot is here. Margaret Green. Welcome, Margaret Green, to the show. I'm glad you're here. You can comment for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go members only on the comment side. I'm glad you're here. You can follow us. Hope you're learning a lot of things about the market. Hope you don't mind the old man going off topic once in a while. Ranting and raving, you know how it is. It's all good. Thank you. Robert Benson, number 92, thumbs ups. Thanks, Robert. Everyone can give us screens. Everyone can give us a thumbs up. Even Margot can give us a thumbs up if she wants to. I would appreciate it. Mr. Premium of the Option, good morning. Bagel Babe, I called TD Ameritrade yesterday to ask why I got denied for level 3 options. They said they do not allow inside Roth IRA. FYI, just so you know. David, Uncle Bruce, I would really appreciate a show dedicated to the lack of Yoko Ono airtime. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you know, Mr. Jr. Parrish gave you another thumbs up from account number 2, Uncle B. Thank you. Lame Duck, I bought back my GameStop for 60% gain yesterday. Splayer, 8 minutes before we rock on. We're about to open up. Absolutely, everybody. Thank you. We have 103 thumbs ups. We like to hit 200 on these morning shows. If any of you can find that thumbs up button somehow, somewhere, some way, nail it, help us out and give us a bit of momentum. It would be appreciated. Thank you all very much. Touchgrass, I'll be buying back my GameStop today too. I'm going to be locking in profits. Kiwi, the medical strain explorer, just joined with a second thumbs. Right on. Thank you, everybody. Dolph, good morning. Will be where are we going? We don't need roads. That's right. We just need new members. We need more members. So become members today, everybody. But join at the Chillin' level or Gold Bagel member. That would be great. Clarence, hi, your thoughts on FFIE? I don't even know what that is. What is FFIE? I have no idea who they are. It's impossible for me to know all the stocks. I do the best I can with what little I have, but option strategies are universal. You can use them on anything, including maybe this one. I don't know. Pat, in your opinion, what's the proper play with Spire Global reverse split? Buy now or wait 6 months? Reverse splits are successful when? Spire is so low here. They're a growing concern. They're going to be profitable really shortly. They have to do this 8-for-1. They have to do it. They have to adhere to the rules. And you know what? Fewer shares in people's hands. Any kind of good news coming out spurs some buying activity. More volatility to the upside. I don't think there's volatility to the downside. We're there. We're at 69 cents, whatever the hell it is. So, if you get rolled back 8-to-1 and you end up with 85 shares, buy 15 more and get 100. If you have 160 shares, buy 40 more to get to 200. Why do I say that? Because in the down the road here, options will be recalibrated, and you'll be able to write options on your stock because it's going to be in 8-to-1. It's going to be $5-6. Maybe you can write 7s, 8s, 10s, going up, bringing some money. That might be the upside of it, to bring some cash in off your Spire. So I don't know. Keep an eye. Let's see how it goes. We've all been patiently waiting and averaging down. Now we got to see what happens next. They're doing what they must do to maintain listing. I totally get it. It's been done already on ATIP. They didn't do it on Sextera, which I found kind of surprising. We're at 107 thumbs ups. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Not all SPACs work out, and the SEC has done everything they can to kill the SPAC market. To, quote, protect investors, they have ripped them off to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars by putting in onerous rules onto SPACs to satisfy Wall Street, because SPACs were not making Wall Street enough money. And that is the bottom line. And what can I say? Wall Street is not protesting the fact that SPACs are falling off the cliff in some cases. Many SPACs can't even do their deals. They can't find assets to move into. What was it? Pershing Square ended their $4 billion SPAC. They couldn't get it done. I mean, when that guy can't get a deal done, was that Bill Ackman? Was that the guy? What was his name? Was that the guy? I can't remember. So many SPACs have been pulled. So many SPACs are going to be delisted because they're not going to complete their mergers, and others have to do rollbacks to keep going. Spire is a real company. They have real contracts with real entities. These guys are the real deal. But structurally, they had to reorganize. They've done that. I say good. Redo it now, recalibrate now, and let's grow from here. They're not going out of business. That's it for sure. Okay. What else? Vivash, Uncle Bruce, I gave you 2 thumbs on my iPhone and laptop. You had an excellent rant today. I love it. Thank you, Vivash. Become a member. I love you. DH, Spire reverse split 8-1, end of August. Polo Blue, I don't know what that means. Hawaiian Electric, I want to play this crash. I don't think that's a good idea. Robert, what are your thoughts on 23andMe earnings? I've talked about this a zillion times. I love the company long term. I like the end game a lot. I hate where we are. I hate it. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. But I just love the business model and the end game for the company. It takes just one drug, one out of thousands that they're involved with, one to hit the market, changes everything. I do not know when that's going to happen. It could be today, next week, next year. I don't know. But they're into a ton of pharmaceutical creating companies, drug creation companies, all kinds of testing going on, all kinds of research going on. They have the world's largest database of DNA. There is a win here. There is a huge win going to happen here. I can't tell you when. And so it's at its all-time low. It's right near its all-time low. And I don't know if it goes lower or not. I can only say you have a few extra bucks lying around, average down on this stuff. That's my personal opinion. But you got to be prepared to wait it out. And I don't know how long it's going to take. If I knew, I probably wouldn't tell you. I'd probably be out there myself loading up going, I'm not telling you guys. I'm telling you guys after I load up. But I don't do that. I don't trade. And so I'm sitting here going, I wish I could say I like the biz. That's all I can tell you. And that's the story. And I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. What else? Are they allowed to share? I believe they are with those kits. I think they are. Larry, good morning, folks. Number 110 on the thumbs up meter. Welcome, Larry. I know you're hitting the bells in a minute. We're about to get this party started. Let's get going over here, folks. We've got to shift over now to member-only commentary. Please become a member of this channel today, whether you're a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member or whether you're becoming the ultimate member of this channel as a gold bagel member. You guys, the members, keep me on the air without any doubt whatsoever. It's the only reason my channel is still existing. It's the only reason YouTube won't kick me off, is because we have memberships. And I thank you all so much for doing that and keeping us going. It is wonderful. And I love spending time with you. Love doing the classes. Love to do one-on-ones with you guys and review your trading scenarios and where you're at. I'll give you my 2 bits of thoughts and opinions if you want it. 113 thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs ups. You're helping this channel as well with thumbs ups. But the big deal here is if you become a member of this channel. If you're a member of this channel, you are ensuring that we will continue to hang out together and keep this game going, because there are just so few places, in my opinion, where you are going to get the straight goods of what's going on out there. And you need to be steered straight, in my opinion. There's too many shenanigans going on. There's too many YouTubers right now and too many bloggers and vloggers who are faced with SEC legal action. It's unbelievable how many there are. It's amazing how many people have been caught being promoters, being pump and dumpers. It was so obvious. And now there are cases out there that are grinding through the courts that have taken a lot of guys off the air who were simply pumping and dumping. I, on the other hand, I don't trade. I don't have an account. I just talk to you here about what I think you should be thinking about doing. So how do I make money? Right here, memberships. This pays bills, and picking up my classes pays bills. Hiring me for one-on-one sessions pays bills. Making donations to the channel, of course. Oh yeah, the PayPal donations are the best. I thank all of you for any way you want to support this channel, but really, the momentum builder is memberships. That is huge. So thank you all. DQ111, Larry Titus. I have hit the bells, Bruce. JR, thanks, Larry. Thank you, Larry from DQ. Burrow King Sound. Good morning, Uncle B. DQ, JR Spicy, Burrow King Sound, number 112. You may now notice that all the comments are coming from people whose names are in green and they have a little logo behind them. These are members of the channel. Alberto, sell out of the money and use the premiums to average down. No fear if you've taken the classes and the one-on-ones. Right on, buddy. You know it. Alberto knows. And there you have it. The successful are here. There are people here who have really turned it around on their investments in the last two and a half years. And they'll tell you themselves, they're delighted to be here. They're delighted to be part of the family. Hit that join button if you find it somewhere. I don't know where you find it. Is it down here? I don't even know where these join buttons are anymore. It goes through YouTube. YouTube is the one that you're paying a membership fee to be part of this channel. But there is a reason. There's a really good reason why people are members of this channel and have been for a long, long time. And it's simply because they make money. There's no magic to it. Why would someone be a Gold Bagel member of this channel and pay $25 a month to YouTube to be able to comment during these trading moments and be here for my primetime show every Wednesday night and be here every morning at 8 in the morning for the primetime alert show just for Gold Bagel members? Why do people pay that kind of money to be part of this channel when there are other channels? You ask them, they'll tell you, I make money with this guy. I have to make you more than $25 a month for you in order for you to spend $25 a month to be here. But then again, if you can't make $25 a month writing contracts, then something is wrong. It's either me or you. Something tells me, though, there's a number of folks here who are making a whole lot of money. We get these testimonials from people who say, I just did a turnover of an iron condor, and I just made more money on this one iron condor. It pays for 3 years of $25 a month memberships and the one-on-ones and the lessons, and you have the rest of your life to enjoy these perks. Welcome to the party, pal. We're up 150 on the spiders, 441.14. We've got something going on here. We've got thank you, everybody. Touchgrass, let's go. Richard Carlin, been a member for 29 months. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Gold Bagel member for 29 months. That's almost what's that? 30 times 20. That's $750 in membership fees. Richard makes more than that. I know that. DQ, been a member for a little while. Gold Bagel level at 28 months, says DQ. Thank you, DQ, so much for being a member for as long as you have as well. There's a simple reason they're here. They're not stupid. They know what they're doing. mRNA calls are looking good, Bruce. They're looking great. This is good stuff, Touchgrass. Thank you all for letting me know and the world know how long you've been a member. If you can put up these green bars for free if you want. YouTube lets you do it. And then again, those of you becoming members of the channel, renewing your memberships, upgrading your memberships to gold level, thank you guys. It is much appreciated. This is absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. All righty. Having fun in the markets today. I see the Dow up 100. I see Spiders up 139. Qs are up 84. GameStop is up 13. SoFi up 9. AI is off 27 at the moment. NVIDIA is up 61. Tesla down 219. Rocket Lab down 4. Matterport is up a tenth of a penny. We got SmartRent up 16 cents. Over at Unity, we're down 33. Apple's up 51. Google up 150. Moderna up 174. Cisco's up $2 today. Very nice, 54.96. Pfizer up 21 cents. IBM up 65. HPQ up a couple of pennies. Microsoft up about 12 cents. We've got ME at 117.5. Bargoon City over here, now 118. Amazon up 29 cents. What's this? Home Depot up 221. Spires up 0.6 of a penny, 66.5. Home Depot, like I said, up 220. Vanik up 36. Netflix down $5. Adobe's up 5. Adobe's up 5. Goldman is up 80 cents. Boeing's up 138. Meta, Facebook up a dime. Target up 96. JP Morgan is up 81. Costco down 11. Walmart up 96 cents. $160 on Walmart. Disney up 44. American Airlines down 2. DraftKings up a nickel right now, 5 cents. That is what's going on right at the moment, with 105 Dow points being added so far to the session. We'll see how this plays out in the first hour, see what's going on. Some economists are now foreseeing an 8% rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage. That is what some economists are being quoted as saying with regard to interest rates. Something to keep in mind. What else is going on here? Layoffs in the U.S. are still low, it says. The jobless claims fall 11,000 to 239,000. That's a good sign for employees. Very good sign for employees. Spider, SPY is 440.79, up 114. All right. Let's see. DQ. Oh, no. I'm stupid. I know what I'm doing. DQ, it's not one or the other. Samuel, Uncle Bruce, we're changing lives here. As gold members, we are going to retire young. Right on, my friend. Lame Duck, Uncle Bruce, do you think the reverse split 10-1 on AMC will help the company? I think what will help the company for AMC is when they're able to sell stock for cash. That will help the company. The company needs to raise cash, and they need to issue more stock from Treasury after the splits. That will be good for the company. For shareholders, the company will still be in business 10 years from now instead of bankrupt. So that's good for shareholders no matter what. But return on equity, that's the question. That is the question. Marcus, number 121. Thank you, my friend, for being here and hitting that thumbs up button. It is appreciated. Thank you for being a member of this channel. It is much, much appreciated. Thank you all for all your support. It is absolutely beautiful. DQ, Fidelity users, anyone having trouble with ATP this morning? Anybody? Good question there. I can't answer that myself. Anybody know? 78-point gain on the Dow, 10 on S&P, 17 on NASDAQ, all green. The Dow and the S&P are leading with a 1/4 point gain. NASDAQ 0.13% right now. The Treasury, 10-year Treasury yield is on track to surpass its 15-year high number. This shows you that interest rates have gone up, and they were very low for a very long time. There you have it. Clay, I keep seeing rocket ship emojis about AMC, though. That means the stock goes up, right? Yeah, I just I don't follow it anymore. To the moon, says JR. Yeah. Okay. Oil 118 to the good. $80.56 on oil. That's what it's doing over there. Let's see if we can pop this up over here. The 10-year Treasury right now, 4.27%. Is what I'm showing, and it was over 4.3 this morning. As far as the U.S. dollar goes, the pound is holding a slight gain, 0.44 of a penny, and the euro 1/3 of a penny higher so far this morning. So the U.S. dollar a little weaker this morning, but it's had a good run lately. European markets are off anywhere from about a third of a point to 2/3 of a point at this point. So they're a little lower. The American markets are a little higher, but not much. There's the catch: 85, 86 for the Dow, 9.4 for S&P, and 13.5 for NASDAQ. That is what I see right here. 440.69 up 106, 440.76 up 111 on spiders. A higher move on spiders would be a good thing for a number of Condor players, and so far it is higher. There you go, guys. There's the update. If you have any comments, questions, you let me know, and I'll try to address them as best I can. Yeah, a lot of analysts are, analysts are analysts. Okay, some analysts get paid a salary for the firm they work with. Some analysts get paid by how many eyeballs they can get to come into their paid subscription models. Some of them are podcasters. Some of them are YouTubers. They get paid advertising revenues. They get paid sponsorships. They get paid deals where they'll be sponsored, where they'll try to convince you to become a client of so-and-so, and they'll get paid a finder's fee for every time you sign up. Others will do credit card promotions. It runs the gamut. All right. In my case, I am not sponsored at all. I'm not an analyst. I'm not a paid shill. I don't work for any brokerage firm. I am only remunerated by you guys. And that's through YouTube for the memberships of this channel, or whether you're taking my classes or you're hitting me up for a one-on-one. That's the way I get remunerated, unless you're doing donations to our cause, which we appreciate very much. PayPal donations are the ones we love the most. Thank you all, as always, for supporting this YouTuber. You guys are great. I love it. Please become a member today, and we'll grow this channel. There it is. That's the story. I'm hanging on to that for all it's worth. GameStop seems to be up 5 cents. SoFi is holding a 6-cent gain at 8:32. The volume is 1.5 million. Absolutely dead quiet after 13 minutes. A few weeks ago, in 13 minutes, we would have had 25-30 million trade on SoFi. Now it's 1.5 million, which tells me we have run out of cheap paper for sale. That's really it. It's not that there isn't buying. There actually isn't a sell wave coming in. The stock is actually up 6 cents on SoFi. So I think we've bottomed out for now on SoFi. The next move up on SoFi is going to be on projected revenues and speculation whether or not the company has just entered profitability. We all know it's coming. Between now and the end of the year, it's happening. The question is this the month that it's already happening? Will the third quarter be a surprise quarter in that instead of announcing any kind of a loss, they have a 2-cent gain, 2-cent earnings per share in the third quarter when they weren't expected to do that till the fourth? Will the fourth quarter now be speculated upon that, no, they're going to make money in the fourth quarter, but not 3 or 4 cents a share. They might make 8 to 10 cents a share in the fourth quarter. Well, if they make 10 cents a share in the fourth quarter, that would be an annual rate of 40 cents profit per year if they just did 10 cents a quarter. But that's not how SoFi runs. SoFi is growing 30% a quarter in size. They're growing massively. So could the earnings go from, say, 10 to 13 to 18 to 24? Could that be the next 4 quarters going forward? Could it be that the next 4 quarters SoFi will make 80 cents profit in a year? If that's the case, at $8 a share, roughly, that means they're trading at 8 times future earnings, next year's future earnings. That's low. 10-time earning will not be for SoFi. It'll be 20, 30 times earnings. Apple's 30 times earnings. Microsoft is way up there. These guys are going to grow their numbers the year after the first year. This first year could be 80 cents a share. What about the next year? It's going to be $1.80. That means it's trading at 5 times earnings 2 years out. There's no way it's going to trade at $8 a share. This is going to go into the teens and the 20s very quickly on fundamental net profit earnings. SoFi, it's just a matter of when, not if. When. We've had a shot to 11. We've had a couple of shots through 10. We've had them. this is a nothing burger right now. We've stopped dropping on this stock. When it goes, it will run. But you've heard this before, so I don't want to bore you with it, but I'm quite excited about what SoFi's future looks like. GameStop comes out with earnings in about 2 weeks. I think the first week of September, we hear from GameStop. I believe that's the story. I don't know what to expect from GameStop. They've had executives leave, senior executives, and they've not hired high-profile replacements. They've just graduated from within, and Mr. Cohen is hands-on at the chairmanship level now. So he's effectively the CEO, the CFO, all in one here. How is the company doing? Have they been able to keep cutting costs everywhere, which is, I think, what they were really up to, and that turned off management. Management that got hired in these senior positions took pay packages that were low on the salary and would be generous on stock if the stock performed, but the stock hasn't performed, and so they're walking because they're realizing, I'm getting paid $200,000 a year to do this job, $250,000. I can get a job for $500,000 as a mid-level person somewhere else. I don't need to be the CEO of GameStop to make $200,000 a year. I can't make millions on top of my job because the stock performance isn't there. The metrics, I can't meet the metrics that are impossible to hit. They're taking a hike after 3-6 months. They're gone. That's the obvious thing to me. Now, for GameStop, does this mean by saying goodbye to even more senior people, they keep dropping their payroll? Have they been laying off mid-level people that they were using to create, these other income streams, these digital income streams? Have they gotten rid of all those folks? Have they cut their payroll by $20 million a year, $30 million a year by doing that? Have they gone strictly all the way back to the retail and fulfillment level for home delivery? Is that where they're zeroing in on? Can't tell you. They don't talk, so I can't say. 1863 is where the stock's at, up 4 cents. We'll find out in a couple of weeks. Just seeing the numbers, you're not going to hear anything from management. They're not going to talk. They don't talk. They don't take phone calls. They don't take questions at the annual meeting. So what are you going to learn about GameStop? I don't know. It's frustrating. I know. But boy, just when you count them out, they jump up $6 a share. So let's see what gives. All right. Where are we at here? 440.49, up 85 cents on Spider. The Dow's up 76 points, something like that right now. SoFi up a penny, AI down 79, NVIDIA's up 224. So far, that's what we got. Mostly green here and there, a little red now, $3 lower on Tesla at 222. When does Tesla turn? When does Tesla get a $20 snap rally? Is it this afternoon, tomorrow, next week? Sooner or later, it will snap up. It's at 222. It was at 299 a month ago. It's come off a lot. Rocket Lab down 20. Matterport down 2.9. SmartRent up 13. We've got Unity down 65. Apple's down 49 cents. Google's up $1.90. Moderna's up 220. Cisco is up 276. 55.72 on Cisco. Pfizer up 34 to 35.82. IBM up 124. HPQ up 12 cents. 31.40. 31.42. Microsoft down $1. ME unchanged. Amazon is up 28. Home Depot is up 74. Vanik is up 30. Netflix is still off $5 a share, 5.20. Adobe down just 25 cents. Goldman up 140. Boeing up 6 cents. Meta up $1. Target up 284. JP Morgan is up 48. Costco down 49, and Walmart up $1.10 to 160.36. Disney up 40 cents. American Airlines down 14, and DraftKings up 9 cents. That's the story as I see it. I'm wondering what's going to happen with DeSantis in Florida. Unfortunately for Floridians, again, depending on what side you're on, he just won re-election last year? So he's got, 4 more years over there as a governor, as he's running for president. He doesn't want to be governor. He wants to become president. And so Floridians are stuck with this guy for a while. I can imagine that the 70,000 or more employees of Disney in the state of Florida have got to be upset with this guy because their stock has been obliterated with his attacks on the company. It hasn't helped. I would imagine that there are Disney employees reaching retirement age last year, this year, next year, and the year after, who saw their retirement plans get destroyed by Ron DeSantis. They were hoping to have the stock at 200 a share. It's now, whatever it is here. They're getting killed. There's a way out. There's a way out for these folks. If they watch this channel, option writing, they could write options on their Disney and bring in income to help their positions. But again, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Splair, looks like I'm very close to buy back my 18s $24 calls with a gain after 3 months. Splair, I know it was a mistake, but the cash up front was helpful to wait out the time for the right new job. Right on, buddy. Let's see how this market goes. We're only up 62 on the Dow. We are 21 minutes into the show. See, 21 minutes into trading. We had the run. Now we're backing off a little. Just what happens now? Does the market kind of slump to break even, go negative a little, and then a bunch of money come in and surge this thing 300 points? What's going to happen? Everybody wanted to see the opening and see if there were a bunch of desperados to get in or out. Will it all settle down? Do we go lower? Do we stay flat? Do we go higher? This market is oversold. It's oversold. We'll see. We're up 72 on spiders. We're up 1 penny on triple Qs. That shows you. The Nasdaq is off 8.5 points. So the triple Qs should go into the red. GameStop is up 1 penny. SoFi is up 5. AI is down 62 cents to 31.07. The low of the day, 30.77. So we've actually bounced off the low by 30 cents. 1.4 million on AI. There was a headline this morning about NVIDIA. Some analyst says, wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 800 a share, NVIDIA. Well, that kind of talk to me tells me AI will go to 100 because you can't have chips go to that level without the software engaging them. And so AI is the software, one of the software creators. But hey, it has to happen. We'll see. We're up 50 on the Dow. Just 5-6 points on S&P. We're down 8 on NASDAQ right now. All right. That is the story. I'm sticking to it for now, and we'll see how things work out. Bagel Babe, DeSantis wants to sue Budweiser because their actions have decreased the stock value. The stock is held in the Florida State Retirement Fund, but it's probably crickets when he's asked about Disney. Yeah. I don't understand how. Well, I do understand. I do understand how he attracts certain people's interests. I get it. But there's got to be a huge chunk of Americans who look at this guy and are repulsed by the policies that this guy is expounding. To me, if you're a minority and if you're a female, I don't know how this guy appeals to anyone in those groups. I don't know how. But then I said that about somebody else with orange skin. Why would a woman want to vote for that moron? I don't understand. I don't know. I'm just a Canadian. What the hell do I know? I'm out here going, I don't know what's going on. JR, I'm repulsed by DeSantis clause. There you go. Thank you, JR. Yeah, well, the leading contenders of the Republican Party are a motley crew, aren't they? They are a motley crew. Boy, are there ever bootlickers over there, boy. I got to tell you, these secondary candidates, I think what they're doing is they're all kowtowing to you-know-who so they can be his vice president, which just blows my mind because what's his name was vice president, and he was the biggest bootlicker I have ever seen in my life. I can't believe that guy. Insane, absolutely insanity on the bootlicking department. You remember those cabinet meetings? Did that make you cringe when you used to see the press would come into the cabinet meeting and they would have this round table praise-a-thon. They would tell the president how great he was and how honored they were to be working with him in the cabinet, and he's just sitting back there. Dictators do this in third world countries. I never thought I'd see it in America. I never did. The other thing that didn't blow me away, but didn't surprise me. Do you remember this? You may have forgotten this. In the first 6 months of the Trump presidency, do you remember how many times he brought in leaders of the most valuable companies in America? The chairman of Apple, Mr. Cook, Elon Musk would come out, Zuckerberg, the folks from Intel, the folks from Google, like all the leading business people would come to the White House and they would go into the cabinet room and have a cabinet meeting with the president of the United States to make America great again economically. That died within 6 months. I mean, most of those people just found too much other stuff to do to have the time to go see who in the White House. I mean, it was a clown show. That had to be so embarrassing for the people at General Motors and Ford and other leading businesses in the United States. How humiliating to be so hardworking and smart at the top of your field, and now you got to take a day to take your private jet to Washington to hang out with this clown in his cabinet room for an hour for a photo op. I mean, oh my God, unbelievable. I just kind of go, really? Wow, lame duck. Jiminy Cricket, JR. Oh, others want to become bootlickers. Oh yes, Jiminy. Oh yes, indeed. The bootlickers of Donald J. Trump. Unbelievable. It'll be interesting to see these 18 other people who were charged in Georgia with this latest round of crimes. How many are going to turn on them because they're looking at jail time? There is a ton of potential stuff going on here. You have not seen the half of it yet. It's going to be unbelievable, and the reaction from the extreme right is just going to be nuts. You ain't seen jack squat yet. Oh my gosh, it's going to be something. It's just going to be nuts. I don't know. I don't know. If the Senate goes Democratic and the White House goes Republican and the House goes Republican, nothing will get done because the Senate will stop everything. Nothing will get through. I cannot fathom. The U.S. economy is in such trouble. Most voters, not most, I think most voters do understand, but some voters so zealous, do not understand the relationship between politics and economic well-being. In the UK, they're finally figuring it out. Those who were on the one side of Brexit who wanted to stay are now saying, I told you so. I told you so. Your Brexit vote fixed nothing. And they have got an infighting going on over there like you cannot believe. It's an absolute disaster in the UK. The standard of living for the average middle-class UK person has plummeted, and is still falling. And the Brexiters are saying, oh, no, we can fix this. It's the left holding it up and all that stuff. The blame continues, even though they got what they wanted, didn't fix a damn thing, made things worse. And Europe is in a recession. Britain is in a depression. It's bad. Anyway, how many, 3 prime ministers in 2 years? Is that the count right now? I think it's 3 in 2. Or is it 4 in 3? I don't remember. Total turmoil. Total, complete turmoil. Yikes. Anyway, we're up 75 on the Dow. We seem to be hanging on. We're up 6 on S&P, but we're down 15 on NASDAQ. That's a mixed bag. The triple Qs are down 9 cents, but the SPYs are up 76. That's what I got. It's what I see, and I'm sticking to it. It's a story, and I'm sticking to my story. Let's invite Russians into the Oval Office. Yes, let's do that. Yes, bring in Bravlov or whatever that piece of crap name is, that guy. Lying piece of shit. Unbelievable. Americans, again, had to have been repulsed by these top Russian officials in the White House with this guy. What is that? When Erdogan showed up in Washington, do you remember that? The first year of the presidency of Trump, he brings in the dictator from Turkey for a White House meeting, and then the cars, the parade of cars for Erdogan going to the Turkish embassy. They get within a block of the embassy, and they see all these protesters, people with signs talking about Erdogan, the dictator. The goons, his goons, get out of the limo, start having fistfights with the protesters in Washington. The gall, talk about guts. And then the cops are charging the people holding signs. They're charging them, not the guys beating the crap out of these people. Unbelievable. Trump didn't do anything. It's unbelievable. Two parties against the people so they can blame each other. Clay, Republicans love Russia now. They're anti-woke just like them. Clay, unbelievable. Inconceivable. Bobby, there goes today's PG-13 rating. Oh, what can I say? It's crazy. It's just crazy. One F-bomb in 3 words, and we're still good with PG-13. Charlie, darn Netflix. Says Charlie, darn old Netflix. 440.44 on the spiders, up 81 cents. Dow's up 99, climbing. We're climbing. We're up 7 on S&P. We're still down 16 on NASDAQ. Okay, still climbing. Rock and roll. Wow, we just got them started, says JR. We just got them started. Splair, finally, I bought back my call starting with a 305 bid for the 18 July 24 call. Moved then up always by 5 until it went to 520, where I bought back. Ask is 650, gain of $130 right on. Splair, making money. Keep making money. The Dow up 101. We're climbing again. Okay, a little better on the spiders. 440.32. But the Nasdaq is negative 23. It's not coming along for the ride. It's only a Dow move at the moment. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It's nice to have you here. It's great to see you guys. Let's see the Dow. Who are winners and losers? The winners percentage-wise: Cisco, Chevron, Dow Chemical, Merck, Johnson & Johnson, Caterpillar, Amgen, International Business Machines, 3M, American Express, Honeywell, Goldman Sachs up 2/3 of a point. Losers, Intel 2.2%, Walgreens, United Health down 1%, Apple down 0.63%. But the others have got slight losses. The only other losers are Boeing, Visa, Verizon, Microsoft, Salesforce, less than 1/3 of a point on these guys. Not much on the losing side. The Dow is mainly positive, with Cisco up 4.3% and Chevron up 2.3%, Dow up 2%. Walmart right now is up 1/3 of a percentage point, 50 cents a share, on increased revenues, earnings, and higher forecast. No movement, no serious movement. Very interesting over there. Spiders right now up 89 cents, 81 cents, 89 cents, 440.45. Holding a little gain at the moment as we just grind out this opening. GameStop is up 3 cents, SoFi up 5, AI down 93, NVIDIA is up 229. There you go. There's the dealio. Let's see what happens. Time will tell how this all plays out. Folks, thank you for being here, hanging around with us. 133 thumbs ups. I'm sure the political talk stopped the thumbs ups coming in. Sometimes, though, you got to comment on stuff, just kind of give you a heads up of what the outside world is thinking, what's going on here. Welcome, all of you from around the world. It's nice to have you here, and I'm glad you could join us today. And I'm hopeful that a bunch of you are going to make a bunch of money on your Condors today and tomorrow. That would be a very wonderful thing. Keep the drive alive and keep profits rolling in. I see Rocket Lab off 17, but SoFi's up 3. GameStop unchanged. Matterport down 2. 23andMe down a penny. Spire up 1.6 cents. We got Smart Rent up 12. Apple down $1.24. Goldman's up 2.16. Cisco up 2.40. Tesla down $3 at 222.50. Arc Innovations down 54 cents. Microsoft down 80. Pfizer's up 70. It's a good move. That's 2%. HPQ is up 4 cents. Alphabet, Google up 137. Amazon down 24 cents. Nvidia up now $2. Unity down 75. C3 AI Inc. down $1 to 30.69. Adobe 25-cent gain, and Spiders are up 52 cents. That's the deal as I see it now. I'll keep you posted on where we're at. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. U.S. leading economic index falls 0.4% in July to mark the 16th decline in a row. That is an economy in a pullback. That's what that means. Could be good for interest rates, though, in one kind of weird way. The Fed will go, oh, well, that's interesting. We maybe we don't have to raise rates anymore. Don't know about that. We'll see. Time will tell. Okay. Matthew saying, I did the put side for the Iron Condor. It expires tomorrow. I wrote 335s and bought 334s. Okay. Right on. Making sure you have a little more room there at 440 right now on the index. You got room. Nice. Very good. Those will you'll see depreciation on those. Very quick depreciation, I have to say. For Spider, right on, Matthew. Right on. Well done. Okay. And there we are. We are at 138 on the thumbs up meter. We have to honor our friends, the Knights of Knee. If we don't, we are asking for trouble. And so the knee emojis will come out, and we will honor the Knights of Knee from around the world. Do not underestimate the power of the Knights of Knee. Absolutely. TJ knows what I'm talking about. Larry Titus knows exactly what I'm talking about. Look at those Knights of Knee emojis popping up immediately from those two guys. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about the knee emoji attack that must be done. Rosita Parker. Knee. Here we go. They're coming from everywhere. They always do. Karen D. Knee. I'm here. There they are. Knee emojis are coming out right now for the Knights of Knee. We honor you. We respect you. Splair knows. Knee. There they are. You do not do Knights of Knee at your peril. Splair, John Anderson. Yes, indeed. Knee. Respecting and honoring the Knights of Knee. There you go, everybody. You having fun out there? I hope so. I hope you're having fun out there. 138 thumbs up. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it all. A 106 gain on the Dow. We're climbing again. There we go. NASDAQ down 1/5 of a point. S&P is up 0.15. Yeah. Spiders up 81 cents. Jen is in the house. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
She's good. Stephen Butler says, neat.
I hear you.
Yeah, they're coming in. White Feather, neat. Flint Creek Soap, neat. There you go. They're coming in. Welcome one and all to the party, you guys. Great to have you here. Yes, around this house, the slow buildup of panic is happening ever so little at a time. This is Thursday. We're a week from now. We're in London. Oh boy, I'll tell you, we are. Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. Not at all. Nope, I did not sleep well. Good morning, Jen from Larry Titus.
Good morning, Larry.
And Flint Creek says Hans is coming for you. Hans Gruber, perhaps. Richard DeCarlin. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Good morning,
Richard. Good old Hans.
Yes. Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life.
I know, he was such a good bad guy.
He was great at that. His first movie.
Oh, is it his
His
first?
movie. Richard,
There
neat,
you
neat, 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 neat. Yes. Yes. Mr. Takagi. I could talk about suits and models all day long, but
go.
my associate has some questions for you. More like
Yes.
fill in the blank
Fill in the
questions.
blank questions.
The code, please.
It won't do you any good.
I will count to 3. There will not be a 4.
Good old Mr. Takagi.
Mr. Takagi. Oh, geez.
How are your markets today? What's happening?
Well, we're positive-ish.
You
Okay.
don't sound positive.
The market wants to go higher,
Of
but
course it does. It
not
always does.
everybody is buying into the program because the economy is not evenly growing.
Good.
It's unevenly growing. So Walmart came out today with their numbers.
Oh, and how is that compared to Target's?
So Target beat expectations, but Target's numbers were lower than last
Exactly.
year
Yes.
on the top end, sales and profits.
Right.
Walmart beat last year's numbers. So they not only
Right.
topped expectations, they made more gross sales than last year
Right.
and higher profits than last year,
Okay.
beating expectations and last year. So Walmart is actually winning and winning, where Target is hanging around and doing okay. Walmart is winning. So now the discussions this morning
Yes.
were, well, if Walmart is growing their
Mhm.
sales and their earnings, is that good for America or bad for America?
Well, and you always want to look at the other side of that balance sheet. Do they have increased revenue solely because they have increased revenue sales? Or is it also because they've lowered their staffing? Is it because they're allowing inflation to let them raise their prices more than they should be?
Right.
That, there's all those things.
Well, the same thing for Target. The thinking was, well,
Absolutely.
Target raised their prices, and so maybe their margins are better. Target's costs have dropped because the container ship business is down 90% in expenses. Gas is cheaper this year than last year, and on and on it goes. So Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Costco, they're all winning in that regard.
Yeah.
But Walmart is bringing in actually more actual dollars. Now, you got to think, well, all right, look, a bunch of bananas and a pound of butter and a gallon of milk at Walmart are kind of essentials. Loaf of bread,
Right.
peanut butter and jelly. These are essentials. Where else are you going to buy them if not at Walmart?
And
You're not buying at Safeway and Albertsons. You're buying it at
What
Walmart.
percentage of their revenue comes from the grocery line compared to a product line?
Exactly. Well, at the end of the day, it didn't seem to matter because their net profits are higher.
But I'm sure in America, as it is here, our inflation numbers on food are over 10.
Way up.
They're in the double digits.
Exactly right.
So is it because they're inflating their profit, thinking that people are anticipating it will cost more, and so we can do that to them?
Or is Walmart finding that more volumes of people are coming through their doors?
Yes.
Because middle class and all the way up to upper middle class Americans and Canadians are moving into Walmart for a once a month, once every 2 week buying binge for basics at the cheapest price they can find.
Do Walmart
versus,
instead of Whole Foods.
Yeah, versus going to their favorite local grocer that charges premium pricing.
Right.
You see, at certain stores, you get points and other perks if you shop there, but those come from the higher prices you're paying. Walmart doesn't offer you any perks.
Yeah.
You don't get Walmart perks for shopping at Walmart. You just get the best price, they say. Aldi is the same way. They don't have perks like points. You just get the best price.
Yeah.
So middle class.
Last time we were in Walmart, they have no cashiers now.
Well,
it's all self-checkout.
It's almost all.
And so they have a lower requirement for people.
Right. So is Walmart doing well because the upper class shopper, higher demographic shopper is coming into Walmart
Mhm.
because they're getting slaughtered with
Mhm.
prices at their
Mhm.
neighborhood grocery store. That is bad for America in a way, because it means Albertsons and Windy, like all these other stores, may have layoffs left, right, and center because fewer Americans are going into the doors of the higher end grocery store, which means how many
Mhm.
thousands of grocery stores are closing their doors due to structural restructuring by these big companies who are going to say, oh yeah, we got to shut down 200 of these stores,
Yeah.
50 of those. We're
Take
going
that
to,
and make people drive further. Yeah.
and that means people have to drive further to that brand, and or they're not driving to that brand at all. They're going to Walmart. Is this good or bad for America? The reality, I think, is mom and pop stores have been eviscerated by Walmart and
Long
other
ago.
big box
Long ago.
retailers. Home Depot and Lowe's have eviscerated all the mom and pop hardware stores
Mhm.
in America. They're gone. There's 1% left. They're never coming back. No city or town is going to do an initiative where they're going to spend millions of dollars repaving Main Street and redoing the sidewalks and putting in new flower pots in off the lamps to get people to open mom and pop stores. Mom and pop stores don't pay the taxes that a Walmart pays.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And so for a municipality, there is no incentive to encourage mom and pops to come on in. They've left. It used to be the way of the business. It's not the way of the business and world anymore. And so now we have to measure big box retailers to figure out the health of the American economy from a retail perspective.
Yeah.
And Walmart is winning. That's a fact. They're winning. So now the question is, well, what does that mean for the economy as a whole? And the Dow is up 96 points because Walmart is part of the Dow, but it's only up 50 cents a share. S&P is up 6.6 points because it's heavily Dow influenced. And then there's NASDAQ down 35, 40 points. These are the growth stocks. These are the growth companies. They're down again. We were down yesterday. They were down the day before. We're down again. Third week in a row, maybe this week. What does this mean? There.
Well, it shows you when these numbers come out. You have to trust the person who's giving you the numbers.
Yeah.
Or you have to do your own research. You have to look into the sausage making. You have to read the report.
I agree.
We're guilty. Notes are the best thing there are.
Right. We're guilty of going to Walmart.
Absolutely.
We go to Walmart. I'll tell you why I go to Walmart for one reason. One of the reasons I go to Walmart, which is just I'm amazed I have to do this. Okay. My local Safeway store, 3 blocks away. The big superstore I like to go to with Jen, which has got gazillions of items, and then Walmart. I cannot find caffeine-free Diet Coke. Now, in the last week, I can't find regular Diet Coke. I can't find it.
Yeah,
there is no Diet Coke. Okay. Coca-Cola does one thing. Well, they're known for one thing. Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I can find regular classic Coke in 2-liter bottles at the Safeways, at the Superstore, Kmart, Walmart.
Lots of Dasani water.
Find bottled water. I can find Pepsi product all you want.
Yeah.
Pepsi product, no problem. Coca-Cola product, I can't find it. Yesterday, went into my Safeway store, not the local one here, another one. I figured I'll try that one, half a mile away. They did not have a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke available. They had 6-packs of bottles of Diet Coke. These are 720 milliliter bottles. They're like 3/4 of a liter.
Yeah.
They had a 6-pack on special for like $3 or something. So I bought that. They had 2 of them. Instead of 50, they had 2 6-packs of bottles. No cases, no cans of Diet Coke.
And it's August.
It's August.
It's the time people
the pandemic
are going out,
is over.
Yeah.
There's no water shortage. There's no carbonated water shortage. There is no secret ingredient shortage of Coca-Cola. We do not know what's going on. Can't find caffeine-free anywhere in any form whatsoever. It's absolutely unbelievable. So we go to Walmart. And occasionally we have to buy a certain fruit or vegetable there because we can't find it in our local store, which again is just mind-numbing to us.
And your muesli, we always have to hunt.
I'm always looking for muesli. We're always looking. Then I'll look for. I like a little bit of yogurt in the morning. I find my yogurt on sale at Walmart, not on sale at other stores. Yeah. It is really shocking to me how Walmart has replaced or is kicking out other retailers for basic food items. I mean, I'm not trying to buy high-end filet mignon at Walmart. I'm trying to buy basic stuff. Yeah. It's really shocking to us. But what can I say? This is the new normal.
It is.
A year and a half after the lockdown, this is the new normal.
To have empty shelves.
Still have empty shelves. We still see empty shelves at a lot of our regular places.
It's weird. But I can find my caffeine-free tea, and I'm going to go have some right now.
Well, interestingly enough, you cannot find your caffeine-free Tim Hortons instant coffee.
No.
Jen, this is the wildest of a wild. Jen can only find her Tim Hortons instant coffee decaf through Amazon Canada.
Yeah.
And she'll order
I don't think it's in any of the stores because Amazon has
She orders up three containers of the stuff. Same
Comes
price
the next day.
Same price as a grocery store. Free delivery, delivered the next day.
Yeah.
This is inefficient. Amazon delivering 3 jars of instant coffee to an apartment building address in downtown Calgary
and their
is a loss leader. They lose money. They're not making money. Now, in the truck, in the Amazon truck, are 200 packages. We are one of them. In this building, they'll drop off 25 packages. And I know what they're doing. It's within the loss leader parameters. We have enough packages in here making us money. We'll throw in those 3 containers because she will buy something else from us. That's their thinking. Yeah. She'll buy something else from us that we'll make money on. Don't worry about it. But it blows my mind that I can't. I go to this one grocery store, another grocery store, can't find this product. They have regular coffee, not the decaf. What is going on with decaf product? What's that all about?
And not like it's oddball things. You're like, I can't find this in the store, but I can find it on Amazon. In the one product I bought 2 days ago, it was less than in the store.
And I got
it delivered for free the next day.
Less with delivery.
Like this
makes
is
no
not
sense.
A sustainable economy.
Not sustainable. Not sustainable. Cannot continue on. But the big monster can, and Amazon has eliminated the middle size grocery stores. I'll drive within Calgary. I can go down certain roads and say, oh, that used to be a Safeway over there. Mm-hmm. Today, it would never be a Safeway because it's half the size of the smallest Safeway you can imagine. But in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, this was your neighborhood Safeway store with your neighborhood butcher in there, your neighborhood staff, your local employees, people who lived in the neighborhood, worked there as cashiers part-time. Your kids were the ones picking up the carts in the driveway. The bag boys were the high school kids of your neighborhood. Over. It's all gone. No parent wants to send their 16-year-old son to a Walmart warehouse in an industrial part of town to pick product over there. Nobody. But they were comfortable having their daughters or sons in high school work 4 hours at a Safeway nearby, or a Piggly Wiggly, or your Publix, all your brands of grocery stores, all of them. I'm talking about all of them. They don't exist anymore, and that entire world is evaporated into thin air.
That was my first real job. Was started out stocking shelves in the co-op store and then a cashier. And those people now are adults. They're not teenagers anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They're adults.
Oh, inside these grocery stores, they are adults who have mortgages, car payments, children to feed, single mothers.
And they're not getting 35 hours a week.
Desperate to get as many hours as they can, as much as they can get for it. It's all different. Oh God, is it different? Yeah.
Very good.
Oh yeah. It's
Well, that's a joyful ending. Everybody have a good Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.
it's the world in which. Welcome to 2023. What's what we're
Where's
analyzing.
the silver line?
Where's the happy talk? Luca, neat. Luca, ciao, Auntie Jen, my dear. How are you? Splair, good morning, Auntie Jen. Zeta State is doing the same. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. Neat from JR. Splair, anyone with or any calls on GameStop for tomorrow? Beach Boy, Auntie Jen, markets are interestingly boring. At least what's his name will always have DeSantis. Flint Creek in Rochester, all the Sam's Clubs shuttered and in place giant Walmarts went up instead of Sam's Clubs. Matthew, thank you, Uncle Bruce. SPY is heading higher. We're at 440, up 46 cents. Splair, on for next week. Sell my house. Walmart and Sam's Clubs have the same owners. White Feather, put in a stink bid to buy my Friday Spiders Iron Condors back. Like someone once said, go on, take the money and run. JR, Smiling, Flint Creek. I understand they are the same. I find it interesting that they did away with the membership clubs. Yeah, JR, I hate shopping at Walmart. Aldi is my choice. Who cares? Same around me, Uncle B. Who cares? No Diet Coke or Diet Sprite to be found. Can't find it. No diet product. It's conspiracy says who cares. Flint Creek. I almost died in a Walmart. The thought of dying in Walmart is what kept me alive. Sell my house, Flint Creek. Gotcha. I'm not seeing that here. What I am seeing is a steady decline in the quality of the food and an increase in the pricing from both Walmart and Sam's. Beach Boy. And where's the lamp? Rugman is not to be found as well. Something is slacking here. White Feather. Someone call Warren Buffett. Let him know Bruce needs Coca-Cola. Flint Creek. We were shocked to see them closed up and gone. A Splair. Uncle Bruce, any ideas what I can write for a good time depreciation on GameStop? At least a couple of weeks they have again earnings, but probably I'll try to wait for at least going to 19. I have no answers at the moment. Lame Duck, my wife and me, we hate going to Walmart. Only when we have to, once every 2 months. Splair, have to have a good one, Auntie Jen, and you, of course, all as well. Yeah, interesting stuff. Can't find Diet Coke. Diet Coke. it's like Diet Cherry Coke? No. Diet Lime Coke? No. Diet Coke. That one. Can't find it. Unbelievable. How much is that costing Coca-Cola? If Coca-Cola doesn't have Diet Coke on the shelves of grocery stores, they don't have it. If they don't have it, they're not getting money for it. Like short Coca-Cola stock? Like what's going on at Coca-Cola Canada? What's going on? Is this the same in the USA? What is going on? There were months in the US last winter when Jen and I were down there. Even at Walmart, they didn't have Diet Coke. I couldn't find caffeine free, and then it was a low amount of Diet Coke available, like very low amounts. I'm just, what is going on? I don't get this. I don't understand it. Anyway, Splair, I know the U.S. Aldi from inside, thanks to the German YouTube channels that go in there. Splair, maybe Coca-Cola is producing less of it. JR, buy Pepsi. It's better anyway. There you go. It's funny, when I go to a restaurant, I order, Diet Cola. I know that I'll either get Pepsi or Diet Coke, and there's nothing I can do about it, But when it comes to my preferences, the number one cola producer in the world can't produce their core product. What the hell's going on there? That makes no sense. I don't understand it. Folks, I do the best I can with what I got. We have 143 thumbs ups. I'll tell you, we'll take that. Thank you all so much. And again, thank you all for the knee emoji attack again today. Neat. There you go. We got I won't buy meat at Walmart. Yeah, I try not to either myself, Lorraine. I try not to either. Lame Duck, can I bootleg caffeine Diet Coke for you from the USA? Can I get it up there? Splair, neat. Option Nomads, neat. There you go. How's everybody doing on their Condors? Is everybody happy on how their Condors are going? D.H. Ruda, neat. There you go, everybody. Splair, neat. Richard Carlin, neat. There they are. 144 thumbs ups, and the knee emojis are coming out all over the place. Neat. Oh man, you guys are great. Chase, Rosita Parker, neat. I'm there. Neat. 144 thumbs ups. We've been going for 2 hours today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, as you always do. It is so appreciated. You members, you're awesome. Thank you. Members, non-members, please become members so you too can hit the knee emojis. You must honor the Knights of Knee or your accounts are in peril. I'm telling you. What are we going to do? We're up 100 on the Dow here. Spiders are up 67. GameStop down a dime. SoFi is up a penny. AI down 93. NVIDIA's up 239. Tesla's down 72 cents. It's coming back. Tesla is on a roll here. Tesla is on fire. Actually, it's popping up. We were down to 221. We're at 224.70, and it's moving higher right now. Tesla is moving. Interesting. Rocket Lab down 20. We got Apple down 160, Google up 97, Moderna's up $4, Cisco's up $2.55, Pfizer up 92, IBM up $1.80, HPQ is only down 6, Microsoft down 110, Amazon down 68 cents, Home Depot up 62, Netflix down $8. Yeah, it's 407. The 406 was a low. 406.70 on Netflix. Adobe up 64 cents. Adobe has been flatlining lately around this 5.14, 15 range. We're 5.15.12 up 64 right now on Adobe. Goldman up 441, Boeing down 120, Meta down 280, Target up 290, JP Morgan up 62, Costco down 280, Walmart down $1.47. Walmart is down after higher earnings, higher sales, higher projection. Stock is down. Go figure. It's the wacky market in which we live. I'll tell you right now, we're up 74 on the Dow, 42 on Spiders. White Feather, neat. What else is going on here? TJH, neat. John Anderson, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Neat. White Feather, have a great day. Clippers, Andy Jen, and everyone. Luca, have a great day, you all sexy beasts. Boris, hi Netflix. My Iron Condor expiring tomorrow. The puts are 412, 407. It's trading at 476. If I close with a loss, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything right now. Just wait it out. If they close tomorrow, you don't have to do anything. You've already got your loss maxed out. You can't get worse. So sit here and see if it improves. A little snapback rally, and you're in way better shape. Netflix 407.50, 408. It's coming back. Don't do anything. You're coming on again. Here we go. TJ, neat. Let the market snap back rally. Netflix is oversold. Let it snap back $5-6. You won't be so depressed. It's okay. You got till tomorrow. No rush. All right, folks, there it is. We will see you here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. And thank you for all of you following me here. 144 thumbs ups. Appreciate it. Boris, neat. There it is. Grazie. You got it, buddy. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you here tomorrow morning. First thing, make a bunch of money and keep me posted with those emails, and we'll keep an eye on things. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.